Hey guys, so I thought I would just do a quick video on what I feed my Genet, and it's pretty simple. It's just certain commercial foods because he actually does not want to eat any frozen mice. I do not feed anything live, but he does not want to eat anything that is whole prey. He does not eat mice, he doesn't eat rats. I have those things for my snakes, but he doesn't ever show any interest in them. And this is actually what he really loves. He just loves commercial foods. He loves crunchy kibble, but certain ones, and he doesn't really care for things that are kind of messy. He doesn't really like pate type cat foods and things like that. He just likes little pellets and kibble and things like that. So I try to get premium brands into cat food, but I don't know if it's really all that necessary. Okay, so the first thing I need to give him is a good quality pellet, and I have 3 different types of pellets here. First of all, this is a very nutrient dense, pretty expensive brand of cat food. They also have dog food, and it is very high in protein. It has a lot of different types of meats in it. Now, I don't really think it's necessary to get something like this. I know a lot of people think that the first ingredient is supposed to be meat, and they kind of use overly simplified ways of judging dog and cat food and whatnot. And I'm kind of stuck in that mode. I like to get foods with fancy of ingredients that says that it's like pure meat at the beginning and whatnot. But I don't really think that's necessary. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. I don't really fully understand it myself yet. But anyway, this is something I just like to get because he actually likes it. He doesn't really like all cat food, so I have to try and find something he does like. But this is a very dense, very expensive cat food. And if you look at the ingredients, this is what they have in it. The first ingredient is deboned beef. And then you have deboned wild boar, deboned goat, deboned lamb, lamb liver, beef tripe, wild boar liver, deboned mutton, beef heart, whole Atlantic mackerel, deboned pork, goat meal, wild boar meal, lamb meal, mackerel meal, whole green peas, whole red lentils, whole pinto beans, beef kidney, pork liver, beef meal, mutton meal, beef fat, herring meal, whole yellow peas, whole chickpeas, pork heart, pork kidney, natural pork flavor, whole green lentils, whole navy beans, herring oil, lamb, tripe, lentil fiber, whole pumpkin, whole butternut squash, kale, spinach, mustard greens, collard greens, turnip greens, whole carrots, whole apples, whole pears, dried kelp, freeze-dried beef liver, freeze-dried beef tripe, freeze-dried lamb liver, freeze-dried lamb tripe, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. So there's a lot of meats in here, a lot of different sources of meats. That sounds very healthy, and it's a pretty good food. I like it because they source the meat from more farm-like places. Not that I really buy into all of the things that they say about traditional farms, but they say that these are free range and things like that, and I try to support that even when it's very expensive. But obviously this is a very rich food, and I can't only feed this to him. Because actually, and this has been reported with a lot of other pets, they actually get digestive problems with something that's so meaty and so high in protein. So what I do is I just mix a little bit of this in with his other food, and so this is basically what it looks like. So I just mix some of that in. With a less dense food, and that food is wellness, and it's just an indoor health formula, deboned chicken and chicken meal recipe. And it says weight management and whatnot. The first couple of ingredients are deboned chicken, chicken meal, rice herring meal, barley oats, ground brown rice, chicken fat. So you can see it's not as crazy as the other ingredients on the Orijen, and I just like to mostly use this so that hopefully it doesn't get diarrhea or something. It has 30% protein and whatnot. This is the base, and that's what I have in here. And then I just mix in a freeze-dried raw, and I'm not one of those people that believes that raw food is healthier or whatever. I used to be one of those people, but not any longer. I always add freeze-dried raw. This is just one brand. Instinct is a pretty good brand, but there's lots of others that I might use. And I just add these in because he just loves freeze-dried raw. He just goes crazy over these, and it helps keep his appetite up. Whoops. So I just add those in as just mix-ins. And this is just what I happen to have at the moment. I actually got a whole bunch of packs of these for Christmas, so I'm just using those. But there's also Stella and Chewy's and other brands and things like that. And then a lot of Genet owners also like to use ferret food, and a good, very high protein ferret food that actually tends to give my Genet digestive problems if I use too much of it is the Wise Song Ferret Foods, and this is Ferret Epigen 90, and it has 60% protein. And it is just a chicken-based food, chicken meal, organic chicken, chicken giblets, chicken fat, and a whole bunch of other ingredients. And I just want to use a small amount of this stuff because it tends to mess with focus system. It's also pretty rich. So I just add a little bit of that in there when I mix it up, so it only gets like a couple pieces per scoop. So I just mix that up. And this is his food. Now, some people might not like that it's dry, but this is really what he likes. And actually, if I feed too much wet food, then he also has digestive problems. I don't know why, but when I do feed a wet food, I just pick another type of wet food. Anything really works, but this is supposed to be a good brand. This is also wellness, and this one is the boneless chicken and beef entree, and I have a variety pack of this. This is boneless chicken and chicken liver. And what I like about this brand is that it has like chunks of meat or shreds of meat. It doesn't have it's not just a soft mashed potato type consistency, which is called pate type cat food. So I can just add a little bit of this every now and then, but I definitely don't want to mostly use this or feed him just that. And in here is just boneless chicken, chicken broth, and water, and tapioca, and things like that. So anyway, that's what I feed my Genet. Probably other people feed completely different things. They probably feed a lot of whole prey, but again, he doesn't like it, so this works for him.